Hey YouTube, it's Ben with BRG Music again. I'm wearing my full-on Muppet gear. That means it's time to get back to our groups of 5 permutations I've been doing. This is number 35 out of 120. I really want to get through all these and play them at some point in my life, and I've taken a few months from doing them and been busy with the shop and other things, but getting back into it, we're going to use the F major scale, F, G, A, B flat, C, D, and E, and we're going to play a pattern that, you know, the one we're at now is 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. Okay, so I think one more of these patterns is going to start with 2, 3, and that's the next one that'll finish that group, and then we'll move on to another group. So 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. Starting off in the Ionian position, we have the first, third, fifth frets of both the A and E and A strings. So we're going to start on the 3rd fret, our 2nd note, play the 3rd note on the 5th fret. The 5th note in the scale is the 3rd fret of the 5th string. And we're going to roll our first finger from the E string 1st fret to the A string 1st fret for our 1 and 4. Okay, moving on to the Dorian mode. Remember, our mode is 3, 5, 6, 3, 5, 7. We'll do 5, 6, and then 5, 6, and 5 like that. And then 3 on both strings. Nice and easy there. The Phrygian mode is a little more interesting because I use all 4 fingers, a little more challenging. So it's going to be 6th fret to 8th fret on the E string, 7th fret of the A, and then 5th fret roll E to A. Once you do it a couple times, it's easy to get confused. So this is one you want to practice. It's easy to get twisted up there with the motion. Okay, now the Lydian mode. This is a cool one because you have a position shift. You don't roll your fingers straight like you do the rest of the modes. This one you're going to use the 6th and 7th fret at the end. So we're going to start on the 8th fret of the E string, and the 10th fret of the E, 8th fret of the E, and then 6 on the E and 7 on the A. And I tried this a couple ways. I tried it like this, where I go, I use the first 4 fingers, or first, second, 4th finger, and move around. I did something where I played like a 4-finger shape like that, where I stretch out between the last 2 fingers to start it. That's certainly the way to practice it. And another cool way to do it is to play it like this. A little position shift there. You just kind of have to find what's going to work best for you. I'd practice all of them just to be complete, so I have those skills all at my all at the ready if I need them. You know what I mean? So like 3 different ways to play that one idea. So next mode is the Mixolydian mode, and the first 5 notes map out the same as the first 5 notes of the major scale. So the shape is the same, only starting clear up here in the 8th position. So I'm going to do 10 to 12, and then 10, and then 8 to 8 on the first finger. Identical to what we did at the 1st fret, because the way the mode maps out, the first 5 notes are no different than the other mode. And the same thing happens when we go to the Aeolian mode, the natural minor scale. This pattern looks exactly like what we do for the Dorian mode, because the first 5 notes really aren't different. The only difference is when you add the 6th note to each. That's what differentiates both those modes. So it's going to look like 12, 13 to 12 on the A, and then 10 and 10 on the E and A. Like that, all right? Same, like I said, same thing we did down here. Just like that, right? So the, and this is true for all these 5-note patterns, the Ionian and the Mixolydian are the same, and the Dorian and Aeolian are the same, because the way the 5 notes, the first 5 notes, are the same intervals. Anyhow, the Logarian mode, the final mode in our scale, is going to look like 12, actually it's 12, 13, 15 on both strings, so it's going to be 13, 15 on the E, and then 13 on the A, and then barring the 12. Now, of course, you get up here, you get crowded. I'm using all 4 fingers, and that's kind of like a sandwich. I don't like it. So I'll probably first 3 fingers. You know, at this point, you start to change your thinking because you get up to where the frets are smaller, unless your hands are tiny. And my hands aren't big. You need to like accommodate the guitar by using different fingerings. And then we're back to where we started, the 13th fret. It's where the scale starts over, the Aeolian mode. So exactly, and then continuing on, the next would be Dorian. And you just keep going like that up the scale. So that's our 35th permutation of 5. All right, there's 120. So we're over a quarter of the way through, and it's going to be pretty cool. I think that these are really important for you to practice because they make you play things that you wouldn't normally do without encountering them in a song. And if you do them in your practice routine and work on them, when you go to learn songs and leads and ideas, it's going to be easier to play those ideas because you'll have covered the ground in your practice routine, if that makes sense. Of course, if not, just learn a bunch of tunes, and then when you get to a hard part, fight it, you know, and then you push through it. Either way is going to work, but I just like to do this because I'm in a position in life where I need to be ready to play anything at any time. So I practice these kinds of things to keep me on the ball and ready for, hey, let's play this song, and it's something I've never heard before. I can do it, you know, really quickly. So that's kind of my little method of madness, I guess. Anyway, just so you know, I'm playing this guitar today is a Legator G6P, the Ghost Performance Series. Is in Cali Cobalt. If you haven't checked these guitars out, they are very fun to play. Very comfortable, very light, and they sound pretty cool. I'm playing through a PV Viper 2 VIP amp on the 6505 channel with the red button lit up, you know, hot. The more aggressive sound, you know. That's what I like to use when I do a lot of these things. But that's a little bit about the gear I used. Other than that, it's just a cable plugged straight into it. My pick, of course, is a Jazz 3 today, one of the Max Grip carbon fibers. If I'm not using one of these, I'm definitely using a Gravity Pix 003. I just don't have them in my pocket when I came in the shop today. Otherwise, I'd be using that. But pointy picks, light strings, fast guitars, loud amps. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. We're going to do permutation number 36 in a while, and then we'll move on to some new stuff and hopefully punch through all 120 of these. Please visit us, if I can speak. Visit us online at brgmusic.com. Give me a call at 515-329-0120. Stop in the shop if you're in the area. This weekend I won't be around, but next weekend I will be. I've got a show during the day, Saturday, out of town. So Jared will be here hanging out. Stop in, see him, talk about CDs, gear, whatnot. Talk about our ESPs, talk about our Legators, talk about all our cool stuff we have. And have a good weekend. Later.